Uh, Hello, everybody. Welcome to the makeup match for West Broadway Grillers and Tent Supremacy. Jory,
Yeah.
Jorian is
This is
today. I hope I said that right. I've been
yep.
practicing.
Yeah, you said away. And
Okay.
definitely this match is gonna be a very interesting one. Because for Tensime because if we can maybe get the standings if you have it
I do
or
not have the
you
standings, Ari. I'm mostly set up for Academy. I was just looking at that. But right now, in the standings, I can tell you that West Broadway Grillers is currently in second place overall. Tent Supremacy at this exact moment is in seventh. But if they win this one, they will be in a three-way tie for fifth, sixth, and seventh places. And they could still come back and get into the playoffs.
hmm,
Do not count them out.
definitely they can. But yeah, definitely. Because either way, this rematch is for week 5. There's still 2 more weeks. Like
Mm-hmm.
for this weekend, actually is in 2 days. They will need to be fighting Kraken Warriors. So if they win that, and the week after fight Red Sun, and they will get even from Brazilians as well. So if they make it and they win both those matches, they will have a chance for playoffs.
They
But
absolutely have a chance. They can still
yeah,
do.
but here's the issue. Yeah, but the issue right now for the standings, if they win this with the tie of fifth, sixth, and seventh, fifth and sixth is Owu Gang in regular gamers. And
Mm.
from last weekend, Owu Gang actually beat it to Mercy 3-1.
Yep, I
So
remember that.
they lost that tiebreaker. Yeah, so they lost that tiebreaker. And last week, they lost by the same score, 3-1. So they lost that tiebreaker. So if Owu Gang regular game is actually like loses the next 2 matches, they definitely definitely does have a chance to get to
Yep.
playoffs.
Tent
Definitely Kraken
Supremacy.
Warriors if they beat that.
Tent
Yes,
Supremacy has a
Testament.
chance.
If they beat Kraken Warriors,
They've got a chance.
yeah, that's what they're gonna
They're
know.
going to be making the most of it. They're going to be fighting
Yes.
hard and working their best to get it. All right, I've got to re-accept a friend code here. So
Yeah, but that's really enough about Tentapem. Now,
it is
West Broadway Grillers.
West Broadway Grillers.
There's not, yeah, not really much to say about them, other than they're second place right now.
I wouldn't want to face
They're
them
well
myself. They
known,
would destroy me.
and definitely they are destructive. Literally, if you fight against them against any of the low level teams in the academy, yeah, we would totally get demolished. It might be a best fit to ask them for squims.
Sometimes being
But
demolished is fun.
yeah, it's training at least. So yeah,
I've only seen each of these teams once before, so I don't know everything about them. Clearly, if I did, then I would be doing some other. Then I would probably be much more of an expert.
well, just saying this. West Broadway Grillers by stats 4-1. They have oh no wait 5-1. The stats isn't updated on the actual website, but 5-1. They did pretty good wins. I think the only loss so far is by Zylo. That would make the most sense because Zylo is 6-0 right now. But
Mm-hmm.
from what you can see from the graphic screen, the main people that you can expect is Debbie, Gem, Cookie, and Sam. Those are the really main four they can see from West Broadway Grillers. And with Debbie's backline of a Hydra, really good play. And Gem plays actually does really well as well from the experience.
Mm.
But we do see everyone joining him in the lobby now, so
Oh yeah, we're just waiting
oh
for person. So we're still on last week, so we're going to be using last week's map. The first of which is going to be Splat Zones at New Albacore Hotel. Very good map for long distance.
that's on the new upload tell. It's basically map of distance, yeah. And if somebody does use a tent from Tents of MC, they could just round up the whole middle. just the only issue would be that middle block that blocks the Brawler shield and just bumps it to the other way. And for Westward Wheelers, again, saying about Debbie's Hydra,
I
basically you
wonder.
can just go from a snipe point and just turf the whole middle.
I
And
wonder
even
what.
if she does the custom Hydra, splashdown, easy.
Oh yeah, Ten Supremacy is almost certainly going to bring out their famous tent for this one, which it's honestly a good choice because it's got decent range. It's got that massive tent. I'm just wondering what they'll bring along with it and whether it can face down that Hydra.
Yeah, definitely. If they want to, they might just try for something like a midline, or try to go something like missiles just to misposition the Hydra. But remember, there's always other people as well. So something
Mhm.
like the aggro that might be from Sam, pretty nuts, and toxic as well.
Yeah, there's so many things that could happen in this match. I am psyched for it. I admit I'm psyched. I want to know what they're going to do, and we can probably find out. They've got 25 seconds left to choose their weapons, and most of them have it. Just waiting on one last person to choose their weapon and let us know how awesome of a match this is going to be. Come on, I want. I'm way too eager for this. It's going to be awesome.
Yeah, and 5 6 nuts are moving for one last. Okay, no, that's it. We're starting now.
Nope. We are starting now
Okay,
with the first
yeah.
excellent match.
So West Blood Grillers versus Tensive MC Game 1 Splat Zones on New Outlook Hotel.
Yep, we have
Tensive MC in the blue and
West
who's in the
Broadway in the
green.
green.
There we go.
Take a look at those comps. We've got that high.
So,
We've got the tent.
yeah, very predicted. Who's going the mini spalling? Really good for curve damage. Do you see armor? And we see
Oh,
West fucking and you just fall off immediately.
not the way to start a match, but they still managed to get control back.
Yep. We see the missiles coming out from Tensive MC. While actually Toxic getting one of the getting the zone pushed off.
Very nice direct, keeping up the pressure over there.
Toxic and Tetsuya and really all of us by Grills just have Tetsuya just locked up. Well, all of them is in the middle. That's definitely a good plan for them,
Yep,
unless this happens.
there go the missiles trying to keep them out of there, and a special bit baller up. That was quite a lead for West Broadway. Not enough of a lead, maybe, but still a decent lead. Tense Supremacy.
Yeah, it's a very
Go for it.
yeah, sorry, I got off. But yeah, Tetsuya FC definitely will need a lot of pressure to go back in this. Even though, like, we see right now with Cheese trying to go for a sneak, but actually getting the hammer kill out of nowhere. So that's pretty nuts, but where is Cheese going with the Vela? They're really trying to play defense. And that's
I
may
don't know.
not be working right now.
I don't know where Cheese was going with that. They were trying to push up, but they weren't paying quite enough attention to the zone in the process.
Yeah, definitely. And at the same time, yeah. Right now it is anyway game, but really what they were trying to do, if you can see in the whole area, like Tensa and Muspet Griller, they're both stuck in the middle. They both see each other and they don't know where to sneak because it's evenly matched right now, but with Muspet Griller having more of the aggressive pushes with the splash and ends up and definitely the Hydro staying in middle, they definitely just have the overpowerment right here.
Yeah, Ten's got to make a push now because they're losing way too much ground on those points. 15, they need to get that zone, at least to get a penalty on them, even if they can't keep it. 9, 8, this could be a knock. It is a knockout. They're down 3. They're not coming back from this.
Yeah, that would be it. And the win would be going to West by Grills, game 1.
Yep. Not much they could do. They were people. And sometimes that's just too much to come back from. They couldn't get control
Yeah,
when they needed it.
yeah. But we can see from this gameplay though. Uh, we can definitely see from the gameplay though that Westbrook Ridiculous and Transparency on this kind of map at least is definitely equally matched. And just to clarify, West Broadway Gorillas did win this match, and Supremacy lost this match.
Do I have
There
it?
we go.
No, I had it on the right side. Okay,
Yeah.
but yeah. What do you think Ted Supremacy could have
Yes.
done differently there? Because I think part of their problem was that they were aggressive in the wrong spots. We saw Cheese pushing up on one side, and while the Cheese pushed, they lost the zone and they couldn't get it back again. They weren't quite focused enough on where they needed to be. And,
Yeah. Like in that kind of sense, what Supremacy needed to do, like they had all all the zone, like they had it equal for most of the match really, and just the only issue was the sneaking, because West Five Killers basically had the whole middle that whole time, and they were able to pick a few off, but in the hindsight, they traded most of the time, but one down, and then at the end, just three down, and that's basically gave West Five Killers the win.
I
They,
blinked.
ru-
I
Mhm.
blinked. There was a triple, and they couldn't come back.
Yeah, and at those end times, that's definitely an issue. So what they wouldn't want to do is basically trying to have more control, and that would be maybe more thing coverage, but definitely in something like zones, that would be needed. But for tower control, this as well would be needed, because in
Yeah,
Wahoo, basically it could be a one-sided match easily.
yeah. If you couldn't guess, people, Wahoo World Tower Control is the next thing coming up, and it is coming up right.
Okay,
We have purple, West Broadway in the green, and
Matt, the weapon sets. We do see from Tetsumochi, the basically the same comp, but from Westbrook Regulars, we do see a CDS, K52, and K Machine coming out. Definitely a big changer, but still more of an aggressive push.
yep. Oh, one down on each side. No one has the advantage. Never mind.
That's three down on the side of
Soon
Westbrook
as I started
Regulars.
saying
So,
that, soon as I started saying that, commentator first, I declare it.
hey, it might be worth it because we might be getting game power out of that. But as I've said
Well,
then, actually,
Devi popped off a little bit there
yeah, and
with very
Tetsumochi
nice
actually
double.
brings them block. Well, and then it gets out now. He gets to look out in zone, and we do see Sam is trying to go and actually getting a double out of that. He's still alive. Might be getting a triple,
Sorry about
but one of the Tetsuo came out, and that's fun. But we do
Yep,
see from the whole tower map just Ninja staying on the tower, and Sam is finally eliminated. That's definitely what's needed, but with Tetsuo just back in the base, it's kind of just a big issue there.
absolutely. I'm wondering what's going on with. Oh, West Broadway's pushing up, but they're losing people like crazy. But they've got past the second checkpoint before they lost it. That's a big push. That's going to be a hard one to come back from for 10 to Supremacy.
Yes, 36 to 79. At this point, with Tetsuo not having map control, who do you think would be what would be the best option to do next?
Do next, keep West Broadway off the tower share, but they might have to focus more on map control than on getting that tower for a few seconds. Because, they don't, then they let West Broadway sneak up on them, around them, all over them, because they don't have the paint to stop it.
And definitely right now that is showing it.
Sometimes paint can make or break what's going on more than superior firepower or even playing ability. If you can't move, you can't do much.
Yeah,
Those were some
and nearly
deadly
right now
missiles.
the steady missiles.
All right, looks like they're trying to at least make up for that lack of paint. Now they've saw what went wrong the first time. They're correcting it. Hope that correction was in time.
Yeah, and really right now with one down on the side of Tetsuo, and really just
Oh,
Debbie getting a double. That's three down for Tetsuo again, but then the last one being the Googler. Eh, But once again, we do see that West Valkyrie Gorillas just have the whole map. Literally three-fourths of it is the underside of West Valkyrie Gorillas just to go all the way to checkpoint. And we do see that basically Supremacy is split up. They don't really know what to do.
Remind me not to go against Debbie. Oh, and Debbie,
Definitely.
2 down on each side. We've got barely even off.
Yeah, we do see one against 10 and wait, we see Sam just waiting.
Sometimes waiting's the smart play. Sometimes it's not the best, but it's always an option in Splatoon.
Yeah, and definitely it was a good play because Sam actually, with the team West Point Grillers, they actually got the triple, and now they're going to go up to the last checkpoint. With Sam just holding the lead, having them spawn camp maybe at this point.
It's not enough for them to win. They want to destroy. And boy,
With that booyah, let's see.
here.
Yep, this is definitely destruction unless they can actually pull something. And what they're pulling off is a splashdown that actually didn't do much, but you see in the end, it's Sam just again popping up and holding on to tower and giving them the win. That's 2-0.
That's 2-0. Remind me never to play against Debbie.
That was battling player. Yeah,
Yeah.
but still, Sam. What do you think about it?
No one on WG particularly popped off. They did a really good job at getting. They all had very similar splat totals. No one was really the MVP. We saw some awesome moments on stream. We saw because they were there. They were working together and they were sharing what they were doing really well. And I think
Yeah.
the way they covered each other made the difference there.
Yeah. Definitely like you did point out, like everyone is like this. There was pop-up matches, but for this one, there's no pop-up matches. This is really the equalest match you can see. Definitely, it might be because of time zones, might be because of different players, but still, this is really equal. But we do see, though, Best Part of Girls is switching it up time to time. Well, that Supremacy is just playing the same weapon pool for the last two games, and it's kind of costing them. So, with this being game 3, this is Ted Supremacy's last chance to get a point, or else that would be a 3-0 sweep.
I have faith. Tenth can do
So,
it. This is the start of the reverse sweep here. Tenth's got it in him. But, and
yeah.
with one weapon, there are good things and bad things about it. Because if you play with one weapon for a really long time, you really get to know it. And getting comfortable with one weapon and learning the ins and outs of that weapon really lets you focus on mechanics a lot more than you might be able to otherwise. At lower level play, especially, it's good. The question is, if in amateur league, are you still at that low level focus on mechanics, focus on one weapon set? You're at the point where you have to branch out into 3 weapons and adjust to the situation more.
Really, at this,
I feel
what do you think? What do you
I
feel?
feel like we're watching 2 teams that are at 2 different ends of that spectrum, with 10 Supremacy being still focusing on their one weapon, and they are doing amazing with those one weapons, but they don't have the same flexibility. Whereas the Grillers do have that flexibility, and that's what's letting them push that last bit.
Like, definitely that's possible, but for Dance Supremacy, they might be changing it up this time. Because we did see a week ago, they ran off 10th, and they changed to a different set, and they won, so
They did.
we can definitely see that here. And definitely in Rainmaker, this might be
Anything can
possible.
happen. Anything can happen in
Yep.
Tent in yellow, Grillers in the blue. Sam's on the sploosh.
And the weapon pool. Sam's on the spruce. We do see a splash from West Block with Grillers. We do see the camera machine coming back again, and we do see
triple.
Oh, what a triple starting for West Block with Grillers, and that's basically
Sax had to jump out. That is right now. I think they stopped the knockout, but they didn't stop one heck of a push. Maybe they didn't.
Well, maybe. Oh, they did. They stopped the push.
Okay, Teddy boy. You did good. Nope.
Oh, wait, that's. Oh! The 1 point meme. There it is. And that means the last one alive, so that means that's it. That's really going to be that's 3 down on the side of West Barbecue Grills as well. So at this
Ten,
point, that's
tenth,
it's been
tenth
a
has to
minute.
kill. Tenth has to destroy this. They've got to get in here and get everything done, and they've got to knock this out to do anything.
Yes, literally with the whole 1 point a minute, we have
Oh,
to see West Barbecue Grills just be eliminated. And again, it's happening. What? Oh, and Sam getting Rapier, and that's it. Wait,
that was just, it was complete chaos as the grillers just went, no, this is, we brought it this far, we're not letting you have it. And 10 thought they'd all went away. One was lurking there somewhere. I'm not sure where they were hiding. I have no idea. But they hid and they got it back and they got it, and 10 could not recover. That was I mean, I am
well,
so sorry for 10's Supremacy. They could have made a comeback. They could have done something. But that was that that shark moment on West Broadway was so good that I can't even be too sad I saw it.
yeah, and will and oh, pretty taking time from Debbie, signing in many in close, and he just left me be. So really, just in that kind of ending, West Park just had so much of Lily spacing, and just West Broadway just came in and just purchased so much, and just having so much firing power just to have well, Tesperity just having a big trouble in that time. So
I blinked and I
really,
missed
with
it.
that, basically that, literally in the first 30 seconds, a triple, and then just having one left, and then literally just getting that delayed quad in the end. Then
Yep.
literally everyone else, everything just went by.
That was
So
certainly a
yeah,
match. And
that's
wow, am I glad I saw it.
definitely something.
I'm going to have to try Sharking and Rainmaker more after we lost it now because that's not my normal inclination, but I just saw how well it really, really worked.
Well, mostly just for that, you need your support of your teammates, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
So that's the
I'm
only thing.
just, holy crud. No other words for it. All right, well,
Yeah.
that was all the makeup matches. A quick 3-0. West Broadway, you're amazing. If any of you ever see Aka Prime on the other team in ranked, please have mercy at least a little bit. But I think
And
we're gonna
really, in any
sign.
case,
Oh yeah. Well, we'll be back on Friday for the proper amateur stream. Not makeup matches, just the actual amateur stream. Do you know what time that is, Jorian? Because
well,
I think they rescheduled.
well, the first match is going to be 6:30 for the amateur bracket, but really, we do have some inside news that something might be happening in the Academy League, because the grand finals for Academy League is this weekend.
It
So
is. I am so
there's
excited.
something there. Yeah,
But
and
right.
we do have something in help that's going on right now, that we might see a fourth versus fifth place match right before Academy League, right before Amateur League at 6 o'clock maybe. But that's
All right.
all in thoughts still. We don't have
Speculation, we
anything
don't know.
confirmed.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you everyone for coming. Thanks 10 Supremacy and the Grillers for some amazing matches. This this has been Joe Ryan with me. I'm Aka Prime. We're gonna say goodnight. See you on Friday.
Yep. Yep. See you Friday.